Hello, my beautiful fellow yogis, and welcome to Dominicalito Beach, located in southern Costa Rica, where the jungle meets the ocean and the energy is pure magic. Jumping right on into our practice, we'll meet in an easy seated position with good posture and our shoulders back in their pockets. On an inhale, we'll reach our fingertips up to the sky, pausing at the top and finding length in your spine. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down by your side. We'll do this twice more. So as you inhale, reach your fingers to the sky, taking up space, expanding through your fingertips. Pause at the top, and then exhale down by your side. Last time, inhale to the sky, really making it count. And then this time, as you exhale, find prayer hands at heart center. Take this time to connect with your body, mind, and your spirit. Bringing ourselves back into our practice by inhaling our fingers to the sky and exhaling them down by our sides. We'll then start to slowly roll our shoulders backwards, making sure to keep a strong, straight spine here. Go ahead and switch directions, rotating your shoulders forward, making sure to stay connected with your breath. We'll inhale, reach our hands to the sky, and then as we exhale, we'll drop our left hand onto our mat and reaching that right arm over our right ear to find a side body stretch. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, return to center. Big inhale, finding a nice long spine, and as you exhale, drop to the other side. Take a big inhale, expanding your side body and your ribs, and as you exhale, return to center. Inhale, reach those fingertips high, and then exhale them down by your sides. As you inhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder, and as you exhale, drop your chin towards your chest and rotate over to the right side. Pause here on an inhale, and as you exhale, go ahead and drop your head backwards. You can go ahead and find full neck circles here, being intentional with your breath and staying connected to your body. Now bringing our heads back to center, on an inhale, we'll reach our hands to the sky, and as we exhale, we'll bring them down by our sides and slowly make our way into a tabletop position with wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Start to slowly rock your hips from side to side to warm up your wrists and get comfortable here. Now finding some cat-cows to warm up that spine. On an inhale, we'll drop our belly and open our chest, reaching towards the front of the room. And as we exhale, we'll round our shoulders up to the sky, pressing the earth away from us. On your next inhale, drop your belly, return to your cow, opening that heart center, letting it shine brightly. And as you exhale, press the earth away from you and round your shoulders up. Continue to sync your breath with movement here, making sure to drop your bellies on your inhales and round your shoulders up on your exhales. You can stay with your cat-cows, or you can use your belly and your spine to draw circles, finding some organic movement, acting almost as if you're using your belly and your back to scrape the inside of a barrel. Returning to our tabletop position with a flat back and straight neck, we'll plant our left hand on the center of our mat, and as we inhale, reach our right hands to the sky, and as we exhale, thread it through the space between your left arm and left leg to find a twist in the spine. It may feel a little more intense or difficult to breathe here, but know that you are strengthening your lungs and releasing toxins out of your spine. Go ahead and press into your left hand, returning to your tabletop position, rocking your hips from side to side, and then plant your right hand on the center of your mat. Inhale your left fingertips to the sky, and as you exhale, thread it through on the other side. Stay with your breath and stay mindful here. Now pressing into your right hand, returning to your tabletop, rocking your hips from side to side. We'll place all of our weight into our left hand and extend our right arm out in front of us. You have the option to extend your left leg out behind you, and if you want to take it one step further, you can pulse your arm and your leg to the sky 5 times. Once you finish, you can release, dropping back into your tabletop, rocking your hips from side to side, and then whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, putting all of your weight into your right hand, extending your left arm out in front of you and your right leg behind you. Go ahead and take your 5 pulses if you did so on the other side. Releasing into our tabletop position and rocking our hips from side to side, we'll go ahead and curl our toes under and sink our hips back onto our heels to find screaming toes pose. If this is enough of a stretch for you, you can stay here, or you can walk up into an upright position. Stay connected with your breath and realize that by this you are releasing tension and built up emotions. Returning to our tabletop position and uncurling our toes, we'll smack the tops of our feet onto our mat to bring blood flow back into our feet. We'll then take our knees as wide as our mat and bring our big toes to touch, sinking our hips back to find a child's pose. See if you can reach your arms just a little bit more forward and try to focus your breath into your back body, expanding your ribs and taking up space. If you want more of a heart-opening stretch, you can come onto your fingertips and reach your heart towards your mat. Now pressing into our fingertips, we'll slowly reverse cat our way back into a tabletop position. We'll then curl our toes under and hover our knees about an inch above our mat. You can then alternately tap one knee at a time to intensify this ab workout. Just make sure that you're actively pulling your belly button towards your spine and that you have a nice flat back. Keeping a generous bend in our knees, we'll reach our hips up to the sky to find our downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here and then exhale, slowly make your way into a plank position or modified plank if that is not within your practice. We'll take a big inhale here and then we'll exhale, reach our hips up to find our full downward facing dog. You can alternately bend one knee at a time to find a stretch in the calves. Wherever you're at, make sure that you're actively pressing into all 10 fingertips, that you're reaching your hips high, and that your spine is nice and long. On your next inhale, reach both your heels towards your mat, and then as you exhale, slowly walk to the top of your mat to meet in a forward fold. Here we'll keep a generous bend in our knees and grab our big toes with our peace fingers to pull our upper body, head, and chest closer to our knees. On your next exhale, slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae to a standing position. We'll then inhale, reach our hands to the sky, and as we exhale, we'll dive our chest forward, returning to our forward fold. You can clasp opposite elbows here and allow your head and neck to hang loosely. On your next exhale, plant your hands onto your mat and step back into your plank position. Once you've landed here, take a big inhale, and then as you exhale, reach your hips up to return to your downward facing dog. We'll now start our flow by inhaling our left leg to the sky, finding a 3-legged dog. We'll then exhale our left leg to the top of our mat, finding a high lunge. As you inhale, cartwheel your hands into a warrior 2 position, and as you exhale, settle in. We'll then inhale, reach our left fingertips forward, and as we exhale, take it back, reverse warrior. Inhale, cartwheel your hands back into your high lunge, step your left foot back to meet your right, finding a plank, taking a big inhale, and then as you exhale, exhale, slowly lower onto your belly to find your chaturanga or your baby cobra. Big inhale here, and then we'll exhale back into our downward facing dog. As you inhale, reach your right leg to the sky, and as you exhale, find your high lunge on the other side. Inhale, cartwheel your hands into your warrior two. Exhale, settle in. We'll then inhale, reach our right fingertips forward, and exhale, take it back, reverse warrior. Big inhale, cartwheeling your hands back into your high lunge, stepping your right foot back to meet your left. Now as you exhale, find your chaturanga or your baby cobra. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, return to your downward facing dog. We'll then slowly walk our feet to the top of our mat, finding a forward fold, giving our bodies and our breath just a minute here to reconnect. On your next exhale, slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae to a standing position, and then inhale your hands to the sky. As you exhale, you'll sink your hips back and reach your fingertips forward to find your chair pose. Allow your hips to sink deeply into this position and feel your muscles shaking and growing stronger. We'll then slowly sit ourselves onto our mat, bringing our knees out in front of us. We'll slowly start to prepare ourselves for boat position. So making sure all of your weight is in the center of your body on your tailbone, you can start to slowly lift one leg at a time, or maybe if it's within your practice, you can extend both legs out in front of you. Wherever you're at today, play around with this pose and don't be too hard on yourselves. We'll go ahead and release, lowering ourselves onto our back and bringing our legs into our body for a self-love hug. You can rock your hips from side to side to find a little massage on the low back here. Now grabbing our big toes with our peace fingers, we'll pull our knees towards our armpits for happy baby. You can rock your hips from side to side or maybe extend one leg at a time. However, don't be afraid to have fun or put a smile on your face, as this is called happy baby. Now releasing, planting the bottoms of your feet onto your mat, we'll extend our right leg towards the sky and cross it over our left for a figure four position. You can grab the back side of that left leg and pull your legs in closer to your body to intensify this stretch. Now releasing and planting both feet onto your mat, we'll extend our left leg up to the sky, cross it over our right, and then reach back to pull that right leg in towards our body. Now slowly unwinding, planting both feet onto your mat, we'll then bring the bottoms of our feet to touch and allow our knees to fall outwards for a supine butterfly. If this is too intense on your knees or hips, you can grab blankets or pillows and place them under your knees for extra support. Wherever you're at, allow your body to completely surrender into the earth beneath you. Remind yourself that there is nothing left to do, nowhere else to be. You have just this breath and this moment. Let yourself be held by the ground, supported by the rhythm of nature, and let peace settle into every corner of your being. You can stay here for as long as you need. However, if you are ready to end today's practice, you can do so by grabbing the outsides of your knees and slowly bringing them to touch, planting the bottoms of your feet onto your mat, and then slowly rolling over onto your favorite side to find a fetal position. Taking your time, as there's absolutely no rush, you can press yourself up into a seated position whenever you're ready. We will end today's practice by taking 3 cleansing breaths together, 1 for the spirit, 1 for the body, and 1 for the mind. So as we inhale, we'll reach our hands to the sky, finding length in our spine, and as we exhale, we'll let it all go down by our sides. Again, inhale, reaching for the sky, and exhale, letting it all go. Last time, inhaling to the sky, and this time, as you exhale, find prayer hands at heart center. Thank you so much for trusting me and allowing me to guide you through your yoga practice today. Namaste.